Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Get Informed with Waji. Today, I would like to talk to you about a very special topic. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has recently been, not recently, in the last couple of years, have announced their new vision with Mohammed bin Salman that they want to build NEOM and that they have many projects that may take 50, 100, or 300 years in order to finish. Some of these projects will also require that the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia be willing to spend its full budget, including all its debt, for the next 25 years. Sounds like a huge project. Sounds like the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is trying to reach huge goals. Now, I'm not going anywhere far. I'm going to compare the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia with Dubai. And I'm not here to say whether these. I'm not here to say that the direction that the kingdom wants to head and is wrong. I'm here to say that the way they're going about it, the way they are trying to implement their plans, may be wrong. And I will give you very good concrete examples to why that is. When we look at Dubai and the United Arab Emirates, they have made it so that Westerners or the outside investor be interested in investing in Dubai or in the United Arab Emirates. We know that the United Arab Emirates has more than 30,000 millionaires living there. That means that they're willing to spend their money, invest, and live there, regardless of their laws. How did they get to that point? The United Arab Emirates was willing to give these people to have stake in the game. Many times, the Saudi projects that we see in the kingdom get hired by management companies. So the project is already designed by the ruling family. They already know what they want, and they find the budget for it, whether they have it or not, and they hire a whole company or many companies to make that dream come true. The difference is that it's their own dream, the royal family's dream. It's not the company's dream. The company did not come up with a plan and a project and put 30% down on that project of investment and financial and actually start building that project so they have some stake in the game. We don't see that in the kingdom. In the United Arab Emirates, if you want to be an investor, if you want to have some stake in the game, you're more than welcome to. In fact, you have to put 30% down on your investment if you want to build a property. So no one will steal your money. Investors wise, if I decided to join your project, there's very little risk for me that you will take the money and run away. That's one. Two, when you look at them in terms of these projects, many people in Dubai will, as a company, I want to live there. I want to have a vision for the future. So what happens? I come up with my own projects. I come up with my own idea. I come up with my own risks. But the sad truth is that in the kingdom, many times if you talk to the people that are running these projects, whether They're most of the time they're Westerners. You can tell that if this project works, it's amazing. If it doesn't work, I already got paid. So they don't have anything to lose. They don't have anything at stake, and they're not even risking their reputation. For many people, for example, the Muka'ab, the Line, and NEOM, the people that are drawing these projects and making them happen don't have any stake in it, don't have any shares in owning these projects. They don't necessarily depend on the project's success, which takes me back to many other projects that the kingdom has started to do even before King Salman. Before King Salman, King Abdullah had tried to do a couple of new cities, couple new projects that are very similar to NEOM, where they would have the West be very welcome, be an atmosphere very similar to Dubai or the United Arab Emirates in general. But that all, and the project was called KAUST. It's supposed to be a university that is competing on the world stage, especially with Ivy League universities such as Harvard, Stanford, or Georgetown. Okay, we did build that infrastructure. We worked really hard on making it happen, but we haven't heard anything new. Because the people that worked on making it happen did not have any stakes in it. Again, the people that are working in projects in the United Arab Emirates, as bizarre as they are, as big as they are, it is their own ideas and it's their own projects. It's not something that the government came up with and said, we're looking for people to invest in us. And that's what the kingdom is fighting itself in, is that they're working so hard and trying to make these projects happen, or they are trying to have one of these projects stick, where one of the Western companies or investors be like, oh, yeah, that's something I might be interested in, instead of it being the other way around. I think if the kingdom wants to be successful in having its own projects delivered on time, having people be interested to bring their own hard work earned money and invest it in the kingdom of Saudi Arabia, you need to allow people to come, live, invest, and be a part of the living standards, part of the living situation in Saudi Arabia. Meaning that I can have my own green card. The kafala system all needs to go away. The fact that as a business or as a corporation, if I can come to Saudi Arabia and someone is interested in me, take it away, that's a big issue. It's a big problem. On the other hand, if you have companies and corporations and you ease the laws and legislation in order for them to have easier way to invest in the kingdom, to be able to buy their own properties, to be able to bring their own workers, to be able to have their own investments. If the Westerner that you're hiring doesn't feel like he's a part of your project, not financially, but physically being part of it, putting their hard earned money in it, you are going to keep running into the same issue where you have projects that will never come to an end. You will have projects that you will start and will never be completed. Why? As I said, Look at Dubai. Look at the person that is coming there and saying, "Oh, I don't feel, I think if I spend my money here, I won't lose it, or I'll make more money, or I like the way that life is going here." If you can't compete on that level, all your projects are not going to finish. No one is going to come to you and say, "I want to invest my hard-earned money in your project," because it's not part of their own vision. So, if the kingdom needs to be successful, it needs to allow these people to have their own projects, their own visions, and their own future in the kingdom of Saudi Arabia. In order for me to spend my money in your country, I have to have a vision. I have to have a future. I have to have an imagination. That's why majority of people that go to the kingdom, they take the money and send it back home. Even I'm not talking even the slave work and hard labor is one of the few people that the few examples that we have with the kafala. Everyone that comes to the kingdom, because they don't feel like a part of the country, they don't invest in it. Many Saudis go to Western countries, they feel comfortable with investing their money there. Why? Because they are welcome to. If you come to Saudi Arabia and you don't feel welcome to bring your kids, you don't feel welcome to invest your money, you don't feel welcome that you can stay here or safe to invest your money there, you're not going to do it. You're just not going to do it. That's why I think the kingdom is coming up with a system similar to the green card, where if you pay $250,000 once, you are able to have permanent status, living status in the kingdom, where they allow you to invest in certain properties, bring your own workers. I think that's the correct step forward, because they have some stake in the king. I think the kingdom needs to revise the way they are trying to market themselves for these projects. I think they need to take back these ideas and let policies be the guiding tool. Economic policies, easing loans and land for investors, having them become interested in investing is different than hiring them to make it happen. And I think that's one of the biggest issues that we continue to face in the kingdom. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support. Give me some like, subscribe, and share. We are so close to reaching 1,000 subscriber on YouTube. I really appreciate all the support that you guys have done, and I hope that one day that we can start doing giveaways and having more guests on our channel talking about controversial topics and more economic based issues in the kingdom and the Arab Gulf. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you again. I'll say, مع السلامة, goodbye. بالإنجليزي, bye bye.